serial numbers filed off. Yeah, they turn out to be AU fanfic, and I was like, oh, cool, I guess. Doesn't matter to me, because it has been removed from the original source material, and I'm fine with that. Um, and I feel like if I was to ever get into fanfic, that would be the fanfic that I gravitated towards anyway. My brain has a little tricky time with um like mostly the same universe, but we're just going to make different decisions because my brain is like, but that's not how that happens. That's not how it works. Alternate universe where everybody's vampires instead, right? I think I would be able to handle a little bit better. Um, as opposed to like, some of the really common um Harry Potter ones that have been published and getting optioned for stuff like that. It's just like, well, everything's kind of the same with the exception of the fact it never ended the way that it did. And I don't like that. I don't want, well, what if everything was exactly the same except we just changed the ending? Like I don't that's not my jam. Not my jam. Unsolved fanfics. Gotten into romance novels if there had been more not straight ones. For sure. Yeah, I agree, Lizzie, that I prefer it to be its own story. I don't want, well, we're going to keep the original author's story that I like, and then you're going to change it. Because my brain's like, but no, don't do that. Where else can you find a Buffy Trading Spaces crossover? Yeah, for sure. OG Trading Spaces was good whiskey. Do you remember the carnival room that they made? I like that one's seared into my memory. I do, Mal. I want it to be like I can understand taking the base character models, right? That they act this certain way and putting them into a new place and new like circumstances and that's fine. Like I'm okay with that. Changes to the original story, I'm like not okay with. But that's me personally. If people are into it, go for it. I no judgment, no shade. I'm happy that you're happy. It's just not my jam. The original host on Trading Spaces, didn't she have like short blonde hair? The beach sand room? Hildy. Yeah. Agreed. Agreed, Lizzie. Frank. Frank was solid. Frank and Burn. Yeah. Frank and Burn all day. Burn was really good. Oh, you guys are bringing in the nostalgia. Vern went on to have like a pretty hefty design uh like still has a pretty hefty design career. I remember the straw wall. I think it was hay, Bossy, where she was like gluing hay to the she was gluing straw to the walls. forget if she painted it or not. I want to say no. Who barely spoke English. And I do think that's some of the beauty of fanfic is that it gives the ability for people to write and like become a writer, like you kind of find your way through fanfic, um, which is great. And a lot of artists like get their start in fanfic, which is, you know, awesome. I think that there a lot of the lower stakes of fanfic has I don't want to say been taken away because fanfic is still um like thriving, right? But that if you participate in Kindle Unlimited, right, as an author, you self-publish very